Hi guys, or shall I say, hey girlfriends. Welcome to the very first episode of the Girlfriends and Gossip podcast. I am your host, Shantae, owner of the Trois Belle beauty brand. I am beyond thrilled that you have decided to join us. As a brief intro to what this channel will be about, I just want you all to know that this podcast will be a safe space full of love, truth, and transparency. Here we will uplift and not tear down. I vow to be my authentic self, and I would love for you to be yourself as well. If you have questions or comments, feel free to ask away, and even if I don't address it in the comment section, I'll try to do a question and answer period for the next episode. So I'd like to just dive right into it. Today's episode will be about tips to boost and maintain your mental health. I'd like to preface this by saying I am not a licensed healthcare professional. These are simply 5 things that work for me, and I hope that they help you as well. Number 1, the biggest thing that has helped me with my mental health is having a period of prayer, meditation, reflection, just to sometimes replay my day, read my Bible, pray for certain things that I may be seeking guidance on, or if I'm feeling a certain kind of way, maybe not my best self, I just take a moment to just say, all right, let's sit down, let's breathe, let's pray. I'll oftentimes have some sort of music going on in the background, either lo-fi Christian music or gospel music, and it just tends to enhance my mood. It instantly just brings back all of the things I'm grateful for. It helps me to really get outside of self for a moment and just see things from a different perspective. So my number 1 tip, my first tip would be to take a moment to just pray and meditate. Number 2 for me is decluttering. Oftentimes we don't really realize just how impactful it is to have clean and clear spaces. I know I can speak for myself personally. If I come in and I see a mess on the counter, I instantly just almost sort of lose it. I can't handle the clutter because to me it just represents chaos. And if I'm already in a bad mood, or if I've already had a long day, seeing clutter just adds to that. So my second tip to you would be just declutter those spaces, get rid of things you do not need. Make spaces in your home where even if you cannot declutter a certain area, there are spaces in your home that are decluttered where you can kind of just calm down and relax and, I guess, recenter yourself. Number 3, rest and relaxation. Rest for me is sometimes during the day if I just feel overwhelmed. I tend to just take 10 minutes just to close my eyes and relax. The goal in doing that is to literally just clear your brain, try not to think of anything, and just exist in those 10 minutes, just you and no thoughts. Almost in a sense, just you and God, in my opinion, just existing. And oftentimes after those 10 minutes, even if I can't do 10 minutes, I do 5. Even if I can't do 5, I'll do 2, just to bring myself back to a calmer space. Number 4, and honestly to me this is a huge one, disengage social media. If you are feeling stressed, overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, it to me, if you disengage from social media, meaning you're not scrolling, you're not looking at this, you're not going down the rabbit hole of social media. We've all been there. And honestly, so much time goes by that you don't even realize just how much time you've spent looking and scrolling. If you disengage from that social media aspect, oftentimes you tend to feel better as well. I know I do. And I'll disengage for days and weeks at a time for my own mental health. Number 5, exercise. Exercising for me, even though it's a struggle sometimes to get started, every time I finish exercising, my body thanks me. I immediately feel better. Honestly, I have more energy, and I think it's a great and simple way to really just boost your mental health. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. I pray that this was helpful and not harmful to anyone. And I look forward to seeing and chatting with you guys on episode 2. As always, if you like what you see, subscribe and follow me.